who cohabited before marriage or those who were involved in sexual relationship before that, their marriages fail more. And then the question is why? Now you begin to look at some issues. Now the first of it, and I think which is where people most times do not pay attention, once there's sex involved in a relationship, right, there's a problem. Now sex is meant to seal a relationship. In every custom of the world and in every religion of the world, there's no marriage until there's sex. So even if couples go to the mosque and the marriage is contracted in the mosque, or you go to the registry, it's contracted in the registry, even in the church, and there's no sex after, is a ground, there's no consummation, which is sex. I mean, there's a ground to dissolve such marriage. Now the question is, why is that the case for all this? I mean, all customs you can think about. The reason is very simple. Sex is meant to seal a marriage. It's just like an envelope. If you open up an envelope and you seal it, it's closed, right? It's meant to seal the marriage. Now, when people go into sexual relationship before, actual marriage, now the way I've looked at it, and these things are also psychological, is the fact that ideally before going to relationship, you're supposed to know yourself, study yourselves. Now, the study, I compare it to cleaning up the surface before sealing. Now, before cleaning up the period of courtship, going out, you're supposed to clean the surface, learn yourselves, right? Now, the moment there's sex, what you've done is to seal the envelope without really cleaning the surface. Now, what happens? It will seal. But it's just a matter of time. Those debts you failed to remove will come up and the envelope will, it will pull. It's just a matter of time. Now, how does it impact, relationship? Now, where couples or, partners are involved in sex before marriage, now the chances that a lot of things are taken for granted. It imparts communication. Some things which you ordinarily would pay attention to. Looks, you want to make excuse for it, right? And then those things will definitely come up one day. By the time they come in, what is actually, you begin to make excuses for things which you shouldn't make excuse for. So the effects, again, these things are researchers have shown that when people now come in, now you begin to wonder, but this person had this quality before now. It's just that you didn't pay attention. You've sealed what shouldn't be sealed.
While growing up, I actually grew up in a very rural area. And one of the factors, or few factors I was able to identify was finances. Most cases, people tend to cohabit just to be able to share the finance burden. That's one. Two, convenience. Yes, maybe the other partner might be staying very far. So staying together might bring them together. And at the same time, this brings me to my third point, communication. Communication, distance relationship, most times, we tend to give excuses. Distance relationship brings about a lot of issues. So coming together, being together brings this bond. There's this bond that comes from it.